Okay, for a while lang class. Okay, makita ang slide, Fiddler?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, let's proceed to the organizational plan now. At the end of this topic, we can identify and discuss the elements of the organizational plan, identify and compare the different legal organizational structures, and prepare the organizational plan. Now, this is not new to you, Fiddler, since kanisya na part sa business plan is already discussed in your organization and management. Now, this is only an application. Most likely, ang dili na ko mag-discuss karon, but I will tell you what will be the input on your organizational plan. Kay I believe and o kanang confident ko nakabalo na mo unsa ang inyuhang ibutang ani. Now, first, what are the components of the organizational plan? Now, everyone, especially leaders, kindly take down notes for the components of the organizational plan so that you will know unsang inyong ibutang sa inyong organizational plan. Now, first will be the legal structure of the business. Next will be the ownership. Number 3 will be the organizational structure and key management personnel. Number 4 will be pre-operating activities. Number 5, pre-operating costs. Number 6, fixed assets. And number 7 will be administrative expenses. Now, these 7 components of the organizational plan, mao dapat ni ang akong makita sa inyuhang organizational plan. Nasabtan, Fiddler?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we will discuss each of this one. Unsa ang mga inputs aninya. Now first, let's go to the legal structure of the business. Now, dili siya pasabot na kanang maghimo jud mo floor plan sa inyong business. Before, in my previous business plan subjects, actually nagapabuhat jud kog floor plan. But in your case right now, since online ta medyo lisod, dili na lang ko manginahanglan anang floor plan. Now, what will be the input for the legal structure of the business? Now, how will your business be organized? Obviously, your business is a partnership type of business. Dili man mo matawag na sole kay dili lang man mo isa ka business. Dili pud siya matawag na corporation, though daghan mo 3 or more, but your business is a startup business, so dili pa siya matawag na corporation, as well as cooperative. So obviously, nganong partnership jud ang inyong corporation. Now, are there specific reasons why this legal structure is being chosen? Now, you have no choice because all of you conducted or make a partnership business. Now, the question here now, na inyong ibutang sa legal structure, why did you come up with that business na specifically partnership type siya na business? Now, in your partners or with your partners, what makes you decide na kanang business or kana na business ang inyuhang itukod? Since partners man mo, naamoy partners, lahi man gud ang decision when it comes to kamuray isa ang owner or daghan mo owners. Naa jud na part sa decision making process. So mo na dapat ang ibutang sa legal structure of the business. So nasabtan siya, Fiddler?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, okay, we will not identify what sole proprietorship, partnership, corporation, and cooperatives. Kay kabalo ko na agihan na ninyo. Okay, now let's go to the number 2 components of the organizational plan. Let's go to the ownership. Now, in ownership class, diri nato makita ang share capital ni owners. Now, most likely, sa isa ka grupo sa inyo you have 4 to 5 members. Now, all of the members in the group should have a share capital. That kani siya na capital is personal share capital ha. Kanang gikan jud sa personal account ninyo. Now, for the personal shared account, all of you should contribute since kamo man tanan ang owners, but the leader should have the high, si leader dapat ang pinakataas po share capital. Most likely half or 40% of the shares is gikan sa iya. Because pag-abot sa organizational chart, the owner will be the owner of the business or the CEO or the general manager of the business will automatically the leader of the group. So si leader bali siya ang pinakataas og rank sa inyuha sa business. That is why siya po dapat ang pinakataas og shares. Nasabtan, Fiddler?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's go to the number 3 part. Let's go to the organizational structure and key personnel. Now let's proceed to this one. Part of the organizational structure is the organizational chart. Again, this is already discussed in your organization and management. So I believe kabalo na mo mag-input aning organizational chart. So for the organizational chart from the highest rank up to the lower rank or the lower employees. Now for the highest rank or for the highest staff, dili ta magtawag og CEO or president. The CEO or president is intended for corporation and cooperatives. But in your case, is startup pa man inyong business, the highest position na inyong mahatag is the general manager. Now again, the general manager automatically will be the leader of your group. Now for example, si Ms. Tapik ang leader ninyo, si Ms. Tapik ang general manager. Now the rest of the organizational chart pag-abot sa baba, daw next to the president will be the managers. Now si general manager baba, the managers or under the general manager. Now the rest of the group should have a part or should be a staff of your business. So for example, kagrupo ni Ms. Tapik si Ms. Aninipot. Now si Ms. Aninipot will be the financial head. Now si Ms. Bual si purchasing head or si marketing head. So all of the members of the group should have a part or should be an employee of their own business. Now the rest of the staff sa mga lower ranks such as chef or barista, so on and so forth, ayaw lang siya butang og name but put the position. Okay? Kay pasabot ana for hire pa to siyang ubang position. But all of the members of the group should be in the organizational chart. Nasabtan, Fiddler? Fiddler? Nasabtan siya?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's proceed to the job description now. Continuation for the organizational structure will be the job description. Bali sa ubos ni siya sa organizational chart. Now sa ubos sa organizational chart, gikan sa highest position at to the lower position, now i-input din niyo siya pa in ani. First will be the position, the general manager since siya may pinaka-highest. Now reporting to, since si general manager is pinakataas man og ranggo, wala siya, dili siya mag-report sa kinsa man kay siya may highest. Now tasks and responsibilities, what will be the tasks and responsibilities of the general manager? Then the monthly salary. Now remember again class, for the monthly salary, you should research about the salaries intended specifically here in Davao City as well as the rates, SSS, Philat, Pag-ibig, and other benefits. Okay? Nasabtan siya, Fiddler?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's proceed to the pre-operating activities. Now, for pre-operating activities class, actually, dali lang ni siya. Let's go to the Gantt chart. Now, inani ang itsura sa inyong pre-operating activities. Given na si activity, kani silang mga activities na naadiri, given na siya, dili mo magbuhat og inyong activity. Now, this activity is intended before magsugod ang business. Syempre, dili man ka basta-basta makasugod jud ang business if walay mga preparations na buhaton. Dili pud ka basta-basta maka-open og business ug wala ni mga permits and other utilities to be used or mga paperworks to be prepared. Now, you are given 6 months to prepare before magsugod ang business. Now, in these activities, now, diri ninyo i-project if how many months mahuman ninyo siya. So, for example, si market research. Now, in 6 months, pila ka months ninyo mahuman si market research? Maybe on the first month, tuman na siya up to the second month. Just indicate using the red mark. Parihaan ni diri. Now, in preparing business plan, raising financing, formulate product taste, formulate product taste, inclusion ani is kanang mag-taste test mo specifically sa mga food industries, canvas materials and equipment and purchase kitchen and office equipment. Remember that you've already specified your raw materials and equipments in your production and operational plan. Now, in that case, how many months did you canvas and buy those materials and equipments? Now, next is to hire and train production personnel, register and get business permits. Now, how many months kinahanglan ninyo siya ma-prepare and dry run and to start the business operations? Most likely, may tabo siya 1 month before mag-start or the 6 months before. On the 6 month before mag-start ang inyong business. So, inana lang si pre-operating activities class. Nasabtan, Fiddler?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's go to the next one, the pre-operating cost. Now, for pre-operating cost class, balik ta diri sa pre-operating activities, all of these activities dapat naa siya budget. Now, in doing marketing research, kailangan nato na siya mga salaries expense. Kailangan nato na siya mga transportation expense. Part sa market research is mag-survey mo sa inyong target customers. Isa pud ana is moadto mo sa inyong location. And also part of the market research is mga paperwork. So kailangan ninyo mga supplies with that. So each of these activities should have a budget. Now, I will specify more here into the registration of the business permits. Now, in business permits class, naa dyan mga specific amounts ana. So I hope maka-research mo pila ang bayad sa mga business permits before maka-start o business. Again, for pre-operating costs, all of these activities should have intended budget. Maunay nakabutang sa inyong pre-operating costs. Nasabtan, Fiddler?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's go to the fixed assets. Now, for the fixed assets, these are the materials and equipments to be used inside the office. Now, di ba sa production and operation plan nag-determine mo dito og equipments and machineries to be used in the production. Now, kani sa fixed asset, equipments or materials to be used intended for the office, not for the production. So same lang dito sa production operational plan, ang table diri sa fixed assets will be first machines, tools, and other fixed assets. So next will be the supplier, asa mo nangitag supplies, price per unit, number of units, total cost, and terms of purchase. For example, if installment ang iyang payment, how many months or years to be paid and how much per month. So examples of those materials and equipments to be used in the office are computers, typewriters, furnitures and fixtures, cabinets, air conditioning units, and calculators, and other fixed assets. So nasabtan ni sa fixed assets, Fiddler? Fiddler, nasabtan si fixed assets?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. Now let's proceed to the last one in the organizational chart, organizational plan. Now, last part of the organizational plan will be the administrative expenses. Now, all of those activities na adjud siya amount na nakaakibat. Now, first will be the total share capital. Katong total share capital ninyo tanang owners, pila to ibutang ninyo diri. Next, total salaries of all the staff, administrative staff of the business. Next will be the total pre-operating cost and the total fixed assets. So, tanan siya butangan o total. Mo na ang nakakomprise sa administrative expenses. Nasabtan siya, Fiddler?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, any questions for the organizational plan, Fiddler? Before ta mag-proceed sa financial plan. Any questions?
None, sir.
Wala. Okay, if none, let's proceed to the financial plan. Okay, in the financial plan class, actually, you will apply what you have discussed in your business, finance, and accounting 2. Remember the financial analysis class? Na-remember pa to ninyo? Fiddler? Fiddler, na-remember pa ninyo ang financial analysis, katong horizontal, vertical, ug trend analysis, as well as those financial ratios. Na-remember pa to ninyo, Fiddler?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Kay, I will not anymore discuss those one. Kay, duha ka subject na ang nag-discuss ato. And I believe, nandiyan mo idea unsaon pagbuhat sa financial plan, ay sa financial analysis, as well as statement of financial position and performance, or the balance sheet and income statement. Actually, maulang jud to ang nakakomprise sa financial plan. Now, components of the financial plan will be first, total project cost. Second, projected statements of comprehensive income or the income statement. Next, projected statements of financial position or the balance sheet. And last will be the financial analysis. But class, for the financial analysis, we will not anymore use financial ratios. Since financial ratios, my good class, shows the liquidity, solvency, and profitability. Shows the flows of cash, but dili man gud nato siya makita dayon. It's because projected lang man siya, wala pag yung flow of cash. That is why dili natin i-apply sa financial ratios. As well as the statement of cash flows. Actually, class intended or appeal dapat sa statement of cash flows. But again, since wala pa may flow of cash, projected pa lang man ang atuang mga transactions, dili na lang ta magbutang og statement of cash flows. Remember, class, in the financial plan, your financial statement should be a 3-year financial statement, because remember, your business plan is a 3-year business plan. So you expect or you project that your business will exist until 3 years. Now you will make a 3-year financial plan. Okay, first component of the financial plan will be the total project cost. So remember, sa inyong organizational plan, nakaspecify na mo og personal share capital. Now in your case, if dili pa enough si personal na share capital, you can borrow capital from financial institutions such as banks, cooperatives, so on and so forth. Now with that, kailangan ninyo specify how much will be your loan amount. Now, your loan amount plus your equity or your personal share, mauna siya ang total project cost. Now, below the table of the total project cost, specify ninyo asa na bank mo or asa mo na financial institutions nag-borrow. Specific financial institution. And what will be the terms of payment? For 2 years, in ani inyong bayaran monthly. So again, there is a total project cost, makita ang personal loan amount nagikan sa organizational plan as well as your borrowed or loan amount. Naka-table siya parehaan. Ayaw lang na i-mind si funding mix dira na area sa baba. Diretso na mo total project cost. Your personal capital plus your loan capital. Nasabtan, Fiddler?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's go to the next one. We have statement of comprehensive income or the income statement. So the basic formula for the income statement is income less the expenses. Now you should specify in your 3-year business plan, specifically 3-year financial plan, your projected income and projected expenses. Okay. Also, as well as your statement of financial positions, all assets for 3 years, all liabilities for 3 years, and owner's equity for 3 years. That will be part of your statement of financial position. Now for your, okay, dili na to ni mind si cash flow. Let's go to the financial analysis. Now let's make number 1 financial analysis lang. Horizontal and vertical, include na lang po nato si trend analysis. Now, remember that you cannot make horizontal, vertical, and trend analysis without the statement of financial performance and the statement of financial position or income statement and balance sheet. So, ang agdo ninyo aning financial analysis for the vertical, horizontal, and trend analysis will be your balance sheet and income statement. So maulang to sila, again, ang components sa financial statement. First will be the total project cost. Number 2, projected statements of comprehensive income or the income statement. Number 3, projected statements of financial position or the balance sheet. And number 4, financial analysis. But you will only use horizontal, vertical, and trend analysis. Now, any questions for the financial plan, Fiddler? Fiddler, any questions?
None, sir.
Okay. None. If none, again, your deadline for the organizational and financial plan will be on the 24th of March, 11:59. For the leaders, Google Classroom actually naana dito. Now, the schedule for your defense, since your final exam will not be written anymore, your exam will be defense. Okay? Kinan, sir, upload man nimo. Yes, I will upload. Naka-record ni inyong classes. So, I will upload it later on inyong class. Okay? Now, for the defense, actually, naglibog panggod ko sa schedule sa inyong defense. Kay inyong exam is fast approaching, nakalitan pod ko. That is why pod dali pod na ko discuss. Pero since remaining 2 topics na lang man jud ta nakaya ra. But the schedule of the defense now is the problem. Your schedule for the defense may be after the exam. Next week, Monday or Tuesday. Before mag-Holy Week. Kay wala na ilaing time. Dili pud nato magamit ang scheduled time nato sa exam. It's because 1 hour and 30 minutes lang siya, dili kaya sa time. Now we will have 3 panelists. Actually included na ko sa 1. Na isa ka panel will be outside Davao City. For the defense, no need PowerPoint presentation because the panelists already will already look your papers sa Google Classroom. They will just ask questions individually. You will be graded individually class, not by group. So if isa sa inyong ka-grupo na wala kabalo sa inyong business plan, sorry na lang yun. Kay individual gyud ang rating, diri na makita ang kata. And also sa defense, you don't need to speak English fluently, just answer the question. Okay, Fiddler? Okay ra ba na siya, Fiddler?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Pwede ra magbisaya, sir.
Yes, but dili pud Bisaya, just kanang paningkamutan lang gyapon niya English ini answer, but if dili kaya itaglish or saba. Ana lang.
Okay,
Okay?
sir.
Sige. Any more questions, Fiddler, before we will end the class?
Wala na, sir.
Okay. If none, just if you have some clarifications lang yun, na ulaw lang mo diri mo chat, just tell your president na paki-ask ni na question kay sir para ma-relay niya sa ako. Okay? Fiddler?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So if wala na questions, Fiddler, that's it for today. Thank you so much for your time and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.